Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are next. The Browns, they really don't have a ton of needs, I would say. They have a very talented roster in certain areas. Do you decide to trade Odell? That's always the first question. I don't think you should. As much as I want to see him on New England, I don't think you should trade Odell. I just think, first off, he was hurt last year. Second, it takes time. And I think just the overall way that the team was coached last year was not good. And I think Stefanski would love to have him in his offense. Now, tackle is the number one priority. Left tackle, right tackle, it doesn't matter. Tackle. Just period. Tackle. They need tackles. They need to block for Mayfield. Mayfield isn't this type of athletic quarterback who can escape pressure and do damage. He's not that type of guy. He's not that type of guy. So, tackle, end of story. Like, sign Conklin, sign Bulaga, I think this is a team, though, that's different from some others, because I think they could be a contender in short order if they get good tackles. So maybe you sign Jason Peters. Maybe you sign Andrew Whitworth, because you know those guys are good. I know they're only going to be around for 1, maybe 2 years, but you sign them, and instantly you have a top-tier tackle, and you can make a run You can make a run to the playoffs. I don't really know if they're going to go after a lower tier option. And I don't think their draft capital is great. I don't exactly know 100%. But tight end, I've heard they could trade David Njoku for more cap space. I don't love it. You have a lot of cap space, and just the fit hasn't really been working out very well. Ricky Seals-Jones played pretty well for you last year. Running back position is excellent. Probably the best in the league with Chubb and Hunt. So you're good there. Edge position is interesting because Olivier Vernon could be cut. He could be a cap casualty. If you stay, it's a little bit better. If you go and move on from him, you definitely need to look at the edge position. There's a lot of guys here that you could sign. I think the Browns could be a team that's sneaky in position to pay an edge player. You know, whether that's Ngakoue and trade for him. You know, whether that's Fowler or Dupree. I don't think Dupree really fits the scheme very well. Maybe you could go with Addison or Lawson from Buffalo. You could go with like a veteran like Michael Bennett to bring some leadership to the locker room. Pierre Paul would be a good pass rushing option that you could use. Vic Beasley would be a younger player to take in. I think, though, defensively, what you really need to look at is interior defensive line as well. You also need to look at safety. I think they're going to address the safety position this offseason. I think everybody and their mom is linking Harris to the Browns, and I think that's a perfect fit. If Harris doesn't go there, I think Clinton Dix would be another great option for them. Those are two options that I like. Linebacker-wise, Schobert's out the building. You cut Kirksey. I think you could land a lot of these guys. Is Devondre Campbell an option for you? Is Bradham an option for you? Do you go after one of the lower tier names? Like a Woodyard would be a good veteran with experience, with good leadership. I think what I want to see from the Browns is go in the opposite direction from what they did last year. Don't go after the talent with the name and the big time personality. Go after the veterans with good leadership skills that can change this locker room. That would be what I would be looking for as the general manager of the Browns. I'd be looking to bring in leadership and guys with experience and guys that can help these younger players with the big-time personality, calm them down and get the most out of them. Jarrell McCoy would be a great option for that. Interior defensive line. Mike Daniels, Damon Harrison. A lot of these names in the interior defensive line would be good as well. So that is my opinion on the Browns. Believe I covered everything there. Right guard as well is a need, which didn't perform very well. Don't know if they'll be going and signing a free agent. I think that's more of a draft pick type of scenario, but I definitely see them spending money at tackle in free agency. Those are my thoughts on the Browns.